Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time on my channel, my name is Anne, and if you have been here already, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this makeup look, which is inspired for people with hooded eyes. Now, before I go in with any eyeshadow, I am first going to prime my eyelids. I'm going to use the MAC Cosmetics Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre, and I'm going to apply it all over the eyelid. The brush that I used is a P84 brush by Sigma Beauty, which is included in the brush kit that I created together with Sigma. If you want to purchase my brush kit, I have it linked down in the description bar. Now in today, I'm actually going to play only with Drugstore makeup, and I'm going to play with this palette by Catrice. It's called the Fresh Nude palette, and I'm going to start with the lightest color, and I use this for underneath the highest point of my eyebrow. I kind of expected this one to be a matte shade, but it actually had a little bit of shimmer. So I didn't expect that, but I think a shimmery color is also really nice for underneath the lower, or underneath the brow bone. So now I'm going to start with this light shade. I'm going to blend this all over in the crease. I'm going in with a Sigma E40 brush, which is also included in my brush kit, and I'm just gonna kind of like slowly build it up. I went in with more and more of that eyeshadow color until I was satisfied with how it was looking. And of course, everything I'm doing at this eye, I'm also doing at this side. I don't always show everything on both eyes because it takes a lot of time. But now I'm going in with this pencil, which is by NYX Cosmetics. I will make sure to link all the products I'm using in the description bar. And I'm kind of going to create like a V shape, but more like a round shape, like a C shape, I think it's more. And from the outer end of the lash line towards the crease area, kind of like creating a circle in that area. And then I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to kind of like smudge it out. The only mistake I think I made is that this pencil is super long wearing, so it was actually hard to blend out because once I applied it, it was just really hard to move, which is actually really nice when it comes to a pencil, but for this step in particular, it was actually nicer if it would be a little bit more smooth and blended out, but it is what it is. I decided to go in with this brown color from that Catrice palette and kind of blend it on top of it to make sure that it is going to look a bit more blended out. So yeah, if you recreate this eye look, make sure you don't use a pencil like I did, which is super long wearing and waterproof. Make sure you just use more of a creamy pencil. That's just gonna make it a lot more easier for you guys. So now I'm gonna take this color and I wanted to use this for the eyelid. I first went in with this brush, which is from Zoeva. But I noticed that using my finger is gonna be a lot easier because I did have some fallout using this brush, which kind of covered up all the brown eyeshadow, and I don't prefer like having shimmery colors all over in the crease. I like to have my matte shades separate from the shimmery color on the eyelid, but it was kind of like spreading everywhere. So that's why I went in with my finger on the other side of my eye, which I personally prefer. So now I'm going to take the Sigma Beauty Flat Diviner brush with that same dark brown color, which we used earlier. And I'm going to use this for underneath the lower lash line and kind of like pressing it and sweeping my brush back and forth to really make sure that the eyeshadow was nicely applied. And sometimes after doing this step, I also go in with a tiny blending brush using that same color or maybe even lighter color and blend it out even more. But today I just use this brush and I kind of like sweep my brush back and forth like you can see me do right now. And this also kind of like blends out the eyeshadow. I felt like it was looking nice enough, but you can definitely go in with a tiny blending brush and use that to make it look more soft. So now I went in with a pencil for in the Waterline. I'm not sure which shade I used, but I will make sure, of course, to link all the products I used in the description bar. It's kind of like a soft, taupey kind of color, I think. Then I went in with the lash curlers. I always curl my lashes before I go in with mascara because this makes the lashes look more lifted, and this is also going to make them look longer. Now I'm going to use some mascara, and the one that I used is from Maybelline. It's called the Classic Volume Express Mascara. I think it actually worked really well. I'm really a person that always sticks to the same mascaras. For example, the Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash Mascara is one of my all-time favorite. And that's what I always kind of like stick to. I do this with everything. When I find a foundation that works for me, I will use it for years. I don't really like to experiment and try a lot of new stuff, even though You guys maybe prefer that, but I was really impressed by this mascara. You guys can see how long my lashes look. I even decided to not go in with fake lashes because I thought it was already looking nice enough. So definitely let me know if you prefer me using fake lashes, or if you like it when I just use mascara, or maybe you don't even care. Like, you can of course give your own twist. Whenever I do a tutorial and I do use fake lashes, of course you don't have to use lashes if you don't want to. But yeah, I'm just really curious. Let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!